Hello, hello. Facebook. Just giving people a second to get on before I start talking. Hey. Hey, Ursula. This is going to be brief, but I'm going to speak to the post that I put up a few minutes ago that got, some people riled up. It really got folks fired up on Instagram. I had to turn off the comments. But I'm not going to take the post down because I put it up for a reason. And I know everyone doesn't agree with me, and that's okay. But the problem that's not okay is that whenever someone doesn't agree nowadays, everybody tries to cyberbully and tell you what you're supposed to do. And if my opinion is not your opinion, then I'm being irresponsible and all of this other stuff. And that's a problem because this is why we have a hard time getting to the truth, because we're not being given the truth. And I don't know what the truth is. I just know that what we're being given isn't the truth. The interesting thing is, everybody, actually, it hasn't been one person where I said something's not right and people are not like, yeah, something ain't right. Like the last year that we've gone through has not been right. Like what we're being told and what's really happening are not the same thing. And I don't know what's really happening. I just know it's not what we're being told. Yes, the coronavirus is real. COVID-19, the novel coronavirus, that's real. Yes, people die from it. That's real. But a lot of people don't. 90-something% of people don't. And the fear that they have been feeding us for the last year is leading people to not, I believe, that's leading a lot of people to not really think about this the way they probably would have if they weren't afraid. And we're all victims to what is going on right now, which I'm not sure exactly what it is. I just know it's not what they're telling us. And it just, some stuff is just not 2 and 2 is not adding up to 4. There were people, since I put that post up, there were doctors that have come into my DMs that literally said, I feel the same way, but they're afraid to say something because of what happened when I put that post up. People, folks attacking. And so this is why we can't get to the truth, because we are required to all think the same thing. That doesn't make a lot of sense. I put it up to spark thought so that people can go and do their own research. I'm not anti-vaccine at all, but I am, even with medications, when new medicines come out, I don't prescribe them until I see how it does with other people. Something's not, vaccines aren't created this fast. They're not created this fast. There's a reason why it takes years to create them safely. And so people have been dying from the vaccine and they suppress it. They hide the information. Literally they're trying to keep people from knowing that folks are actually dying from it. People are having really severe anaphylactic reactions to it. People are fainting and passing out right afterwards. People are getting very sick just from getting it. That's not normal. I just think that it needs more time to be before we all are just running and putting it into our bodies when we can't take it out, because it's just something's not right. Something's not right. Right. It doesn't. And all these people I just think you're being really irresponsible. Do you realize you're following? Of course I realize my following. And I'm watching them having celebrities promoting it as if they're experts. They don't know nothing. So you're going to listen to them because they're saying what you want to hear. And what you want to hear because you don't want to be locked in your house no more. You don't want to see anybody else die. And I don't want to see people die either. But people are still dying because people are dying from the vaccine. This is not normal. This is not normal. So all I'm saying is it needs more time. Let's see. And especially when they're saying all the black people need to get it because black people get the coronavirus. That's a setup. So I'm just, I'm not the only doctor who thinks that. I'm just the one that's brave enough to say it because my inbox lit up after this thing with other doctors. The last DM I got right before I pushed live on this video, I was like, this is ridiculous. Was from an infectious disease doctor who said it don't sit right in her spirit and she didn't get it. An infectious disease doctor. Sorry, that's my little little baby girl. Right. It's a lot of doctors who aren't jumping on the bandwagon and nurses. So we don't, that's my point. We don't all have to agree. And I'm not saying that I'm right and they're wrong. I'm just saying, think about it and offering another train of thought, for people to go and research for themselves. And I'm not about to be that same way I was able to look up things and find it. Milo Rose being a hater. I was able to find it. You all can do the same thing. I don't want you to take my word for it. What do you want? There's no toy. Here, take this. We all can do the same thing I did because I found things because I was curious. Thank you. And see, that's a woman of God. Shanika Scarborough, she's a doctor. She's a woman of God. She has discernment. She is not, listen, the Lord is who led me to put that post up. I didn't want to put it up. When he first told me to do that, I didn't do it. And then someone else, one of my other doctor friends, texted me this evening and she was like, why are people doing this? Why are people doing this? And I was like, you know what? I'm going to put the post up because God had already told me to do it and I put it up. I am not the only doctor who is like, hold on. Just so anybody, exactly, Susan, that's the same thing I was saying. Anybody that is, saying that all the doctors are split. It's just that many of them aren't saying anything because you get attacked when you say something different than what the mainstream media is telling you to say. And I'm just being brave. So the other doctors who are people, they're just being quiet. But they in my DMs and in my text messages saying stuff. So I just want people who are not in the medical field to know that all medical professionals are not on that train. Some of us are saying, hold on, let's look at this a little bit longer. Since that's normally what happens anyway. That's all. So I just wanted to say that, yeah, Shanika, I appreciate your braveness too, because I know they're going to be, I know folks are talking about me right now. But I just, once it's in your body, you can't get it out. So.
I did.
Yes. Yep. All right. So what I had to ask myself after all the comments on your post, why are people so upset about a different perspective? Exactly. Like people think we all have to think the same thing. And that's what's been going on this whole year. People assume that every black person has the same opinion. Every doctor has the same opinion. Every woman has the same opinion. No, we are all individuals. And the thing is, the discussion is what's healthy that helps us get to the truth. And I'm not mad at somebody who disagrees with me. It's cool. We can talk about it. Like, I want to know the truth. Yes, baby girl. Your finger? What happened to it? What happened to your finger, Mama? You want to say hi to Facebook? Say hi. She hurt her finger. My mother said she hurt her finger. Yay, Keisha. Good, Keisha. Thanks for that news, honey. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I just wanted to say this so that, I wasn't about to sit there and argue with everybody in the comments, and I wasn't about to try to prove myself to anybody. I wasn't going to sit all night typing, so I figured I would do this video. And the people who wanted to see, where I was coming from. I am not anti-vaccines. Thank you, Shanika. I am not a conspiracy theorist, but I am using my discernment that the Lord gave me and listening to him, and I'm also using the things that I learned in medical school about how it works and how long it normally takes, and this just happened way too fast. And for the people who are like, well, they've been working on this for years okay, so if they've been working on it for years, that's another question. Because we didn't have the novel coronavirus COVID-19 for years, supposedly. So then what would make us be working on the vaccine 4 years ago? Because we didn't have no reason to really do that before now. If based on what they're saying. If it's novel, if it's new, then I'm not really understanding why we were working on a vaccine for something that hadn't happened yet years ago. So that's another question I got then, which is also bringing me to what's really going on. And before I go doing things that I can't take back, I need to know more. That's all I'm saying. That's it. All right. I love y'all with the love of Jesus. I love y'all. So just research some more. And don't bully people just because they don't agree with what you said. All right. Bye.